Hi, this is a CANA Connections interview with Jack Murray, and we're here to discuss his career path at CANA. Jack, take it away.
My name is Jack Murray. I am a project manager here at CANA. I do a lot more than that, though. My job entails me wearing a lot of hats here. I touch the biz ops realm, digital media realm, a little bit of basically everything here at CANA, so it's hard to say exactly what I do, but most of my work is project management based. I'm a very organized person, so that fits me well. Yeah, so I actually started as an intern while I was in college at George Mason University. That was back in 2020, actually right after the pandemic started. At that point, I was titled as a sport analytics intern. I was going to school for sport management, and there were some sport opportunities here at CANA that the president, Rob Cranston, made me aware of, and I had an interest for them right away. So my first thought was that's an amazing opportunity to start in the real world at that point I was 19 years old in college. So I jumped on that, started off as a sport analytics intern. And throughout my time at CANA, I was here for about almost a full 2 years before I took a break to intern with my college at that point to finish off my degree. But I knew I was coming back after that, and the internship that I went to, it was fun, but I knew CANA was kind of where I wanted to go in the future. So after my internship, I contacted Rob, and everybody stayed in touch with me, and they wanted to have me back. So I started full-time right after graduation. About a month after graduation, I took a month break from everything. When I started in July of 2022 as a full-time employee, my title shifted to business analyst. So I took a little bit of what I had with sport analytics, market research, presenting opportunities that we can fill gaps in the market, and started to apply that to the current work that CANA was doing. And from there, my supervisor has been Kenny, and I've been working with him on everything under the moon, really. He's been giving me a lot of experience in a lot of different places. And since that time, I started taking on project lead roles as a business analyst. So I expanded past just providing, reports and analysis into where we could fit best or how our internal operations could improve and enhance, and started taking on project lead roles, like I said. And from there, I started off with some federal work, which was really cool. And now I've shifted more to the commercial side of CANA with our warehousing, WS2. And it's really cool to see that progression, because I kind of went from somebody just analyzing where we could best fit to helping lead the projects that we have currently, to now kind of both at the same time, where I'm leading projects but also providing my analysis to help the products and projects that we're working on grow into other markets. So it's a pretty cool line that I've felt very grateful and lucky to have this opportunity. So yeah, it's a little bit about it. Yeah, in January, I was promoted. I changed the title from business analyst to senior project manager. Obviously, I'm still 24 years old, so it was a surprise to me to get that promotion, and I was very grateful when that happened. But it doesn't stop there. Obviously, I continue to do the same cadence that I have this whole time here, and always looking forward, and just feel lucky. Yeah, I would say one of the projects that I'm managing right now, and it's actually going to be a product once it's fully released. That one is super interesting to me. I don't know how much I can say, but it has been released a little bit. The name of it is Entourage. I know we've posted some things about that, and it's a very unique tool that I think can be super beneficial and effective for the warfighters. And I got a little taste of government and federal work when I started my project lead duties. But since then, back to the commercial side, that's awesome. Having a great time with that. But this Entourage is super interesting to me because it is a unique product that's not really out there right now. There's a lot of gaps that this fills. And being able to impact the warfighter and knowing that we have an impact is just obviously satisfactory to me. And that's a super interesting area to see how we can expand it, because it's still very early on in its stages, and the whole kind of premise that it's built on is still early on right now. So it's a really interesting project and product to look forward to helping go into the market, expand both federal and commercial and really have warfighter impact. Yeah, I actually had that question come up before where, it's like, hey, did you see any of this coming? Like, did you know this was going to happen? I was like, no, honestly, every day people feel like they're not doing enough. But, if you continue to just put in the work and actually have a work ethic, kind of stick to your schedule, be available and be responsive. Like, that's my tips to any of my friends or coworkers that are around my age and are coming up. I just say, like, the most important thing is being reliable. And if you get asked to do something, do it. If you need help, they're not going to fault you for that. So I would just say the work ethic is going to continue on, and I hope that shows through and I can stay here for a while as well.